This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Brooklyn Bulls and the Detroit Lions. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
124, 64.
On 1st and 10, Watson flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Watson. Open man is Ross, complete. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him, so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Set. 19.
53. You're not ready. You're not ready.
9 and 1.
On 1st down, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 54 to base. Check. 55 to mark. Try. Watch the slant.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they try to inside here. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
53, Mike 53.
Pick me up. Here we go.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Whip.
Line him up.
Watch the whip.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1
That's
there.
it, baby.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It's just me and you.
Put it down.
Check. 53 for Mike. Shot.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
19.
Check 53. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, alert. Line him up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
53 is the Mike. Here we go, D. Get up.
24. Hey, alert.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Sack, baby, sack.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mark 55, Mark 55.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Touchdown, Detroit! Mecole Hardman, 51 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 24, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When the linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson eluding the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right.
Tighten up.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hey, watch it. Slam.
On 4th down, Watson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Touchdown! John Ross, 34 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bulls 21, Lions 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Mike 55, Mike 55, no chance.
On third down, Jackson.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Here we go. 70 ending. 55 to Mike. Let's go, Henry. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Jam.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
3 down. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. 3 bucks.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Nicole Hardman, the intended target.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball for
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. The throw over the middle, taken in, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Watson and the offense going to come up first and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. Watson now to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. Touchdown! John Ross with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Check 26, check 26. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 36, 36.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
We got to get the ball, D.
Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Let's go now. Mike, go to base. Blue down, blue. Echo, echo.
Now Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Come on now.
Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike.
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's alert. Here we go. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
We play to win. Let's go. Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 44, Jackson. Buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Hines. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they work. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check 52.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They're all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
There he goes left side, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. Joker. Ball trot. 55's my go.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Get him, boy. Get him, boys.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Twist. Back.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ain't no such thing. We taking wins home. Hey, check Mike.
Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here's Jackson to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Tackles. 26. Hey, switch gears. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On 1st down, here's Love. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Check 53's Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. 19. 53. Here we go. Kill.
They don't give it here to his running back. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And to give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
at the 36-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Any weapon. You fix it. You ready?
Watch the edge.
We're ready.
Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Touchdown, Lions. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more to keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
1st down and 10 at their own 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the back and let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Then they go with a tight end here on a running play. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Okay, ready up,
It's a gain of a yard.
And this offense on third down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails? Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
Just like that.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Hey, hold on. Protect you.
On 3rd down. Hines. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
A 10-yard gain.
They'll try and throw for it, but Jackson dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
no doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Watson on the keeper.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guy?